Never looks free.
Rolling These 20s presents Philly by Night. Starring Lonzo Gonzo as Ravnos Oscar de Leon Ponce. Liz as La Sombra Dr. Aretza Ser. Mikey Mike as Caitiff Baron Delroy Lindo. Ivana as Bruja Serenity. And our weaver of disquietude and terror, the Prince. The Second Inquisition's loathing can lead to a depravity well known to our coterie and the kindred they saved. After a restful night, Philly has lost a baron, and our coterie is in search of a safe haven. In Chapter 21, Flashing Lights.
Oh no, I clicked the wrong one. Ah! There we are. Hello everyone. Welcome to Rolling These 20s Presents Philly by Night. I am your storyteller, Prince, aka Doubles and Dice. And yeah, it's about to be a good time. So we are short and Ivy tonight. Ivy's not feeling too well, so we wish her well and hope Ivy's not feeling too well, and we wish them well and hope that they're having a wonderful evening and getting better. So let's get to this party now, y'all. So we'll start off and we'll roll with the crew and let them introduce themselves. And we'll start with Lonzo Gonzo. Liz. Mikey Mike. I mean, it's been better than recently. Uh-oh. They can't hear y'all. What's happening?
No.
Let's try that again. I gotta love the audio
Rewind.
Play it
issues.
back, selector.
All right, I think I fixed it. Can y'all hear folks now?
Hello. There we go.
Seems like it's good. Okay. Now I'll let people introduce themselves. First, I'll be like, again, I'm Prince, aka Doubles and Dice. My pronouns are he, him. I'm a storyteller. Lonzo Gonzo.
This is just a storyteller trying to take over the whole thing here. How we doing? I am Lonzo Gonzo. I am playing the Ravnos kindred, Oscar de Leon Ponce. Both Oscar and myself use pronouns he, him.
Liz.
I am Liz. I am playing Dr. Aretza Ser, the La Sombra. Both her pronouns are she, her.
And Mikey Mike.
I'm Mikey Mike. I'm playing Delroy Lindo, Caitiff Baron, and we both are he, hims.
Excellent. So, party. Who wants to give us a recap of what we did last episode?
Mike, you were last.
Did I lose? I
You
can't.
did.
That's my own game. Okay. Shit. You guys know what my notes look like. So,
Do your best. I'll fill in. You know how I do. I'll leave y'all all the way hanging.
So last week we were wrapping up a rescue mission where we were saving shark bait from captivity in a Second Inquisition facility beneath a casino. There we found some other kindred, some that we knew, notably Snake Eyes and Ariani from the neighborhood. And they found that they were conducting experiments to find a cure for COVID by using the blood of kindred and experimenting on thin bloods who can actually get the virus. It was gross and depressing and sad. We saved them. We escaped through a helicopter. And Anita, the Baron of West Philly, right?
Yep.
She hooked us up with a safe house out in Jersey where she found out that her wife was actually taken by the Second Inquisition and she abandoned her baronhood and is now on a mission of revenge with Snake Eyes and some other anarch kindred. What else did I miss? We also got a demonstration of Dr. Ari's powers on a thin blood who, what did you do? You fixed a hole in his chest or something like that. And
Right.
some conversation ensued about loyalties and what kind of evil you may or may not be. And as we were driving back to Philadelphia to a safe house, or hopefully a safe house on the water, we had a little bit of car trouble. And what do you know? Boop, boop, Savo in the rear view mirror. And that's where we left off.
Indeed. I suppose a little bit of things to fill in there is Ari did do this a bit of flesh crafting in front of a bunch of people who were like, maybe you weren't supposed to have that. And there was a bit of a discussion where some explanation was being called for, which didn't exactly happen, but it didn't exactly not happen either, which is very on brand for Ari.
Right.
Serenity did try to convince Anita not to go on a hunt for the Second Inquisition because danger, danger, danger. But Anita is filled with that rage that the Bruja know, and Snake Eyes being one that was also taken, was not about that life either. So a few Bruja and Gangrel Anarchs went on a mission to take down some Second Inquisition. And y'all,
and anybody who gets in their way.
Yeah. Now one of them decided they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to go to those extreme measures to, take out the Second Inquisition, not going after friends, family, and all that jazz was a little bit too much for Taya's humanity. And so Taya was like, no, I'm good. The whole by any means thing is a little too much for me. So Taya is with y'all as y'all drive through South Jersey on your way back into Philly. Unfortunately, the car broke down and y'all are on the side of the road. And the police come pulling up because y'all are a car stopped on the side of the road. No lights on or anything. And that is where we are. So cop pulls up. Y'all are all outside. I don't know who the first person he'd see is. Probably the large woman that has a bunch of tattoos and shit. He's like, excuse me, ma'am, is everything okay? And Taya's like, yeah, why wouldn't it be? Well, seems like you're having some car troubles. Yep. And she kind of looks around at y'all like,
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
we're having a little bit of car trouble, officer. And yeah, we're just going to figure it out on our own and wait for AAA or something to come and take care of it. No worries.
We're calling up a tow right now.
you mind if I wait here to make sure that tow comes?
I'm sure you've got plenty of other things you could be doing, but
We don't want to bother you.
don't tell me I'm wrong.
No, it's a late evening, and I'm looking out for the safety of my fellow citizens. Where y'all coming from?
South Jersey. We were um, dropping some friends off at a place, and we're heading back to the city.
Hmm.
Almost
We're a
home.
little
If,
too
you
excited
know,
to get out of Jersey. Must have been driving too fast or something. Too hard.
He raises an eyebrow at you, Delroy. It's like, y'all are an interesting bunch. How do y'all all know each other? Well, yeah. How do y'all know each other?
checkers. We all we're checker enthusiasts. This one over here, and I point to Delroy, seems to be getting the best out of all of us, and you know, gotta try and knock the king off the crown off the king sometimes. You play?
There's no better way to spend time than a couple of games of checkers with friends. Right, officer? Officer, what is it?
Oh, my name's Officer Sampson.
Samson, do you play
Officer
checkers?
Sampson.
I've played a few games here or there.
Ooh, you might be able to beat Delroy over here. I've gotten close. Haven't beaten him yet.
Question: is this something uh like the battery's dead? Is that all that's really going on here right now? Is it something like that?
You don't have the experience to be able to tell with cars.
Maybe we could try it. Maybe I'll say while you're here, officer, we didn't want to step in the middle of the road on a flagged on a car, but if you got some jumper cables, maybe we give it a shot, see if it works. What do you say?
I'm gonna get a check for this. You can try to persuade him. So give me that charisma persuasion check.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
If I willpower, do I still have the bestial failure? Or
You
does
can
it go away?
willpower.
Let me get rid of my willpower from last week.
Off on the right start.
So boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Okay. So you managed to actually make that into critical success, which is a lot different than a bestial failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, I guess.
You might want to put out those road flares too, for your safety as well as ours.
You mind help me out, son?
I
Yeah.
I stop for a bit and just let out a little bit of a sigh and say, "Of course, Officer Sampson, of course."
And he hands you uh, the little cones to go behind the car. And he hops back in his car and then kind of pulls around in front of y'all. And Taya is the one who's like, looks at y'all and is like, and grabs the jumper cables, sets them up. He's like, and he looks at her, he's like, you a bodybuilder or something? Like you have to work out. And she just looks at him like, no. And he just goes, well, okay. You know what? Never mind. You know how to hook these up? Yes. Well, all right. I'll do the thing. Hops back in the car, starts it up, Let's give it a jump. Ari, where are you?
I am kind of just sitting on the divider, or depending on the wall at the end, or just trying to stay away from electronics because I know I don't have the best temper at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And as soon as he hits the car to ignition to start up, your car's back on. It was like you didn't even have to do anything.
Oh, look at that. We
That was
appreciate that.
way easier than normally these things are.
Oh, protect and serve. And you kept us protected and you served our vehicle. We appreciate that. You could be a mechanic.
Are you trying to be funny, son?
Of course. I mean, this is definitely a funny situation. Here we are trying to call a tow truck, and you saved us hours.
I'll do what I can.
We appreciate that, Officer Sampson. We hope you have a great rest of the day. Evening, rather. Sorry.
Y'all should make sure you get some equipment in case some things like this happen again. You got a big old car. You should be able to take care of these things. And I'm not going to cite you for it, but that window tint is a little bit strong.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Right,
We
you're right.
appreciate that. We'll go ahead and we'll be sure to get that from or order that online. We'll get that 2-day delivery.
Got to have that Amazon Prime. I need it for my kids to get them toys. You got to get ahead on it. I'm still trying to get that PlayStation 5 for them, but things
Good
aren't
luck.
happening my way.
Well, you know what? You had good luck tonight, so maybe may the odds ever be in your whatever it is. I don't know how it
Odds
goes.
ever be in your favor, son. Odds ever be in your favor. What's your name, sir? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be calling you son.
Oscar.
Well, y'all have a good night and stay out of trouble. And don't if you can avoid it, try not to stop in Jersey.
We're trying not to ever go to Jersey.
Yeah, so everything is always legal in Jersey, officer.
I'm from New York. I just ended up here because my wife flashes a ring.
I know.
I've been trying to get back since.
What part of New York?
Oh, I'm actually from Manhattan, Upper East Side.
Oh, okay. Upper East Side. Oh, okay. As you can imagine, I spend a lot of my time down in Flatbush, as you can tell by my insert West Indian accent here.
Sounds about right. Well, I'm not going to ask you about that. It's probably all bad for you. Anyway, I support your people, Black Lives Matter and all that. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Officer Sampson. And he's pulling off before us, right? So we can just kind of watch him peel off.
He rides out.
This motherfucker.
Well,
right.
That went better than any of us were anticipating. We should go.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll make it this time, huh, Doc?
Yeah, we should go. Serenity's like, let's fucking go.
And I'll pile in.
Get in.
All right. So where are y'all heading again? Y'all going to the boatyard, right?
Boatyard.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So trip there after this is fairly uneventful. No other problems. Y'all get to the boatyard. The dock, or the like the little boardwalk that was destroyed by Big Al, is not fixed, but it is closed off and some of the holes have been covered up. Because back in season 1, for some context here, there was a bit of a La Sombra tantrum sort of thing, where giant shadow tentacles basically ripped this thing apart. And
In
by
Miguel's defense, Methuselah.
yeah, it was definitely Methuselah in the water controlling his mind, but that's neither here nor there. This boardwalk is still jacked now. But you're getting to the you know what did I call it? The boat garage? I don't fucking know. Boat box, boat farm,
Yep.
whatever you want to call it. Uh, big space. The boat's not there actually. So it's just a big old empty garage-like space. It is no furnishing, just a light. There's a refrigerator in here. And like a small TV, a radio, and that's about it. There is like a upper level, kind of like some stairs that leads to like a what do you call it? Like a
Loft.
Loft. Thank you, with a little loft up top. But that's pretty much it. Very sparse.
What's the window situation?
There's two windows, one on each side of the building, above a door on one side, and then on the other side it's like by the loft. But both of the windows are covered up.
Okay. I mean, it just seems like this is going to be a temporary safe space for us. I don't know where we can
If it got cold, this
after the last few nights.
like if it was cold now, this would be a very cold, shitty place to stay in.
Mhm.
I mean, worst case scenario, I have places around the city that we could bounce between, but it's usually
Are any of
meant
those
only
places safe
for,
still?
from what I know, I don't have anyone in my tail.
Didn't they show up at your door?
Yeah, man.
They did, but they're not looking for me now, oddly enough. Really should look into
How do you
that.
know?
I tried to do a search yesterday, try and check, see if, any of my spots were still being watched, and no, they're all clean. No one's there. Someone got rid of them, whether it was the second eye that tipped them off or what. I don't know. But I have some spots.
It seems sketchy to me. What do you think, Doc?
No, I agree. There's a lot of hands in this, and we don't know who all is involved because Sarah got home, which is wonderful, but she doesn't remember it. Um, Nothing has been brought up as far as any of the weirdness going on, and that speaks to somebody either covering our trail, which is appreciated, but will have to be paid back. Let's be real. And I would like to know who. Whether it's your sire or an outside party, which worries me even more.
My sire wouldn't do anything if it didn't
That doesn't help
benefit
him.
him.
Right. Which I mean, I understand the self preservation is wise, but you being tangentially related to him may have been enough to maybe reach out a hand and cover some things up.
Let's face it, yes, he would have protected me, but I'm just as much of a throwaway as any other pool. I'm only here until I'm deemed unnecessary. And as we all know, it's only a matter of time till I am not necessary. in his eyes.
Mm. One benefit of your sire being dead. So, and I'm sure he's probably going to have words about that eventually. Um, what do we have to work with? What do we need to get? And what are our options for? Is Taylor still with us?
Taya's still with y'all.
Dope. And what assets do we have to try and figure out who the hell's pulling strings? Because really, that to me is one of the larger questions.
I mean, I think that this is a temporary spot. We need to find somewhere more permanent than this. I think that your apartment is no longer a safe space, so we need to figure out how to get whatever stuff we have there, whether that be weapons and clothes and computers and all that crap there, until we figure out the next move or see what their next move is. Those are my thoughts.
Best thing will probably be to have Sarah go get them in the morning, where no one could really follow her per se. It's easier for to tell someone's looking after her. Maybe get a storage space that we could go to and get your things later on. But what we need to do is take, like you said, accountability of what we have now and what we need. Hey, do you have
What
any
do we need?
contacts anywhere we could stay? Do you know anyone?
It's a it's a bit of a weird situation with Anita going off and going rogue, but I mean, I can most likely find us at least a temp spot.
Would it be that far fetched of an idea if we hide out in West Philly? Besides us, who knows that West Philly's barrenless right now? Just us.
Well, yeah, it just happened.
We could
I
essentially
mean, I
just
feel
hide
like
out in West Philly.
not a bad idea. How much longer until my bodega is going to be done?
It's gonna be a minute.
Yeah. And yeah, Delroy's just like, Lord, I miss my bodega.
this is you're
Uh,
likely looking at least a couple months.
that makes sense. Yeah, just wanted to hear it, I guess, out loud.
I mean, it will get done. It's just gonna take some time.
That's some season 3 business, I know. Like,
Love it or leave it kind of deal.
I mean, yeah, Tay, you can find us someplace where we can post up on a extended temporary time frame. Because I don't know how long this is going to last for us.
Would it? Tonight we stay here, obviously, but tomorrow. I think I have to talk to Mount Davis.
Davis?
Mount Davis. She's well, she's a bit of a kind of like Genghis, but nicer. People like her. Uh, a lot of anarchs kind of flock to her side, but she doesn't particularly like me. She doesn't like
Oh,
a lot of us.
do you need one of us to go with you?
Well, maybe. Maybe I have Serenity ride with me. Here's the thing with Mount Davis. She doesn't want the power.
Seems to be a running theme.
No, not really. Not too many people I know that don't want power. Especially not our kind. she doesn't want it. She legitimately just likes to keep anarchs moving towards a goal. She's really big on the whole reforming the neighborhoods and making things nice again. She believes in the whole kindred utopia, fuck the Camarilla sort of thing.
I remember those days.
I could get behind that.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to fight. Like,
No, there are many ways to
legitimately
fight.
fight.
There are many ways to do it. It sounds like
Not with
Aunt
Kindred,
Davis does it in her own way.
but she's supported Anita so far. It's complicated.
Okay.
Sounds like it is.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked you don't know her, Delroy.
Is it
I
true?
would
Do I not know
honestly,
her?
I would honestly bet Delroy does know her. He just doesn't realize it. He tried so hard to stay out of everything that he probably just missed it.
Yeah.
Well,
I spent a long time just hanging out with Thin Bloods. That was just my main crew. Some vamps would come to town, crash with me a little bit, but that's
oh, so you don't know. Abraham's her sire.
Hmm.
I did not know that. I
Well,
guess it doesn't come up when a conversation all the time, but yeah.
they have a bit of a complicated relationship because, well, Abraham's a Tremere and she's a caitiff. She's a kind of walking sign of how weak Abraham's blood is.
You know, for once, I'd like to hear a story of a sire getting along with, you know, but I guess that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Hard to have a great relationship with someone that killed you.
Seems like she's embraced the unlife well. I don't know. I came to terms with, I don't know how many decades ago. Seems like an odd thing to hold on to for so long to me, but everyone's circumstances are their own, obviously.
Anyway, I think we can find a place for you all to lay low. How much you like where you get to lay low is secondary, I suppose.
It's better than
Yeah.
this. It'll be great.
Mm,
I think right now we'll take whatever we can get.
is there anything else y'all need?
Steady supply of some drink. Big ask, I know.
I don't. I don't really do blood the way some of y'all do.
There's a steady supply. We're in a goddamn city. Y'all be fine.
Exactly. Ari knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, I think information is what we need now. If there's been any whispers of what the cam's been up to, if Two Eyes been hanging around anywhere, if you hear any word about that, I think we need to know about that too.
I set out first thing tomorrow evening. Take Serenity with me, and well, y'all can figure something out. But we'll probably need a couple days.
We'll
That's fair.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I believe, hey, could you give us like 10 minutes? I have a feeling these guys want to interrogate me. And to be fair, the less you know, the less you can tell anybody.
None of my business. And she walks outside.
So what exactly was that?
Before y'all start, do you really want the answers?
I looked at Delroy.
Do you really want the answers?
I'll look back at Oscar.
I'm sure you guys have. I will not insult your intelligence. I'm sure you have put a decent amount together. Do you really need to know more than that?
I think we just need to hear it from her, right, Delroy?
Yeah, we just need to hear the truth come out of our friend and close friend who has been less than forthright with the truth. Just need to hear it. The whole truth.
Nothing but.
So what do you want to know?
Start from the beginning. Where'd you get these things? Where'd these powers? Where'd you see Big Al? All that.
Sorry, my dog's being obnoxious. I'm trying to like jump in when he's not whining. Um,
That's okay. We can say it's the boats passing on the river or something like
there
that.
we go.
There, I like that little ambiance.
Where did I see Big Al? I saw Big Al in a sewer tunnel. I believe it's a sewer tunnel. Could be a cave system.
This is what I'm talking about. I mean, if we're gonna have the conversation, let's have it, Ari. If we're not, the story, full story.
Full story. I saw Big Al in a sewer tunnel. What was I doing down there? Snooping. Why was I snooping? Because I was curious. Why was I curious? I'm a fucking doctor who has nothing to do. So I was snooping.
How
I'm not I'm
In
not
the
I'm
sewer,
not sure which
we looking
parts
for?
you guys are surprised by. Hey, Papa, there was crazy flesh monsters down there. I was curious.
And so you found Al just with flesh monsters. You found Al chilling
Yeah,
in the subway.
how's
I mean,
he?
in the tunnel.
How he look? How's he doing?
not great, which I have already told you.
So then go from seeing Al not great to stitching someone up. Like, how do we get from that to
There-
that?
Okay, there is a problem with snooping. When you are snooping, you're generally snooping on other people's shit, and if they catch you, you're usually given options. I took the one that kept me alive.
I think Delroy can infer at this point to try and like what's the word I'm looking for? Reconstruct the sequence of events, right? Like at this point, I know last week he probably didn't, but like, so you were snooping in the sewer because you knew that there were flesh monsters there, or whatever they're called, and you didn't know that your friend was there. Dracula was down there doing his business, and when you found him, he had already captured Big Al. Is what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Mind you, you didn't
Took
actually go
Big
to
Al?
a sewer. You went through like a cave.
Yeah, well, I said sewers, caves, something like that. Well, you said it was like right on the
I don't
river,
even
like
know
there
that
was a
anyway.
grate
So.
or something. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, something like that. I was fucking poking around where I shouldn't be.
And I guess Dracula taught you this new ability, and he used Al as your
Among
test
other
subject.
folks, yeah.
What end? Like, besides you being alive, why?
I had 2 jobs. One of them was werewolves. So I'm good. He is and again, none of this is surprising to you. This is all stuff I've told you. He's trying to recruit. I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with any of these fuckers. And he wanted some werewolves tossed in there. So I keep an eye out for folks that, yeah, sure, they'll team up with Dracula. Great. And I toss some werewolves at these fuckers. Dope. And I get to stay alive and learn something new.
I mean, that sounds actually pretty simple hearing it from her.
I have not
think
lied
so.
to you all about a
think that
single thing. I didn't tell you
you
all
were
of it because
misleading
I
about
figured
it, and I think that part of that was that you enjoyed it. And after what I saw last night with
I'm
Davis,
learning
how
something
painful
new.
it is, how
Well, no, the
hurtful
painful
it
sucks.
is to someone. I don't know if I would even be able to, even with Dracula breathing on my neck, would I be able to do that to a friend? But you enjoyed it. And I think that's
I
the hardest part
was
for me. Not
I
the
was
half truth,
able.
not the truth now, but that's the part.
What would you have preferred? Allowing him to walk out into the world with a gaping wound in his chest that may or may not heal because he is a half blood, and we already know that half bloods do not heal completely.
I'm
Is that
talking about
preferable?
Al. I'm talking about Al. If
What
that's the
about
pain that
Al?
it took to help someone, you put him through a lot of pain just so you could learn to
And
what?
you had intended on killing
Say
him.
it was to save your neck.
And you
That's
had
all I'm saying.
intended
I've
on
said my
killing
piece.
him.
Said my piece.
Death by
You're
our
saying
hands.
that you're saying tortures
I'm
is
saying he was
better.
already dead. And I'm saying whoever did it, whether it was me or otherwise, he was already dead.
I just don't know who the fuck you are anymore. That's all. Period.
I'm somebody who's going to survive, Delroy. Are you?
I don't doubt you. I'm sure you'll outlast all of us. But we're in this together. I'm glad you came to
Serenity
us with
just
this
gets up and walks
truth.
outside. And in the meantime, she punches a wall.
I have no doubt Serenity probably would have punched Ari, but
I rolled a check for it. It was close. It was close. She was ready to.
valid.
So she didn't punch like a wall that is too outside because that could have been
Had it been all
complicated.
bad.
But one of the walls leading up to like the stairs, it's like a little storage area. It is basically a hole into what you see is like some fishing hooks and some tackle and stuff in there. It's just a hole into a little room.
I don't know. Maybe he could let's craft that wall shut.
Wow.
Look, I get what you need to do to survive. We all have to. I mean, look at me. Look what I had to do to survive. I had no trust from the three of you. Probably still don't have trust from the three of you. Maybe one if I'm lucky. But I
Only
think
one that
what
gets to kill you is me.
noted.
He likes you. Fine.
I get what Delroy's coming from.
I don't disagree with Delroy on any particular issue. He's not wrong. Is it fucked up? Yes. But once again, perhaps I have a stronger sense of self preservation than he does.
You want to keep going back to Dracula and learning what you're learning now.
I'm not sure I'd be allowed to leave, even if I chose to. That's what I'm dealing with right now. That short of leaving Philly and getting the hell out of Dodge, I don't think I have a choice.
Gilroy, if it came to it, we had to get Ari out of here. And I know your answer. Drop of a hat, we would, right?
What do you mean get her out of here?
Her only means of escape and leaving Dracula was to get out of the town, get out of Philly. I mean, I think we would.
Ari's family. Know that. Even when I'm mad at you. He's
Always.
looking right at you. Family.
Always.
So yeah. I'd watch her back. And even if that means standing up to Magrugadoo.
Hey, that was your own fault. You started the fucking
VtM,
Methuselah problem.
Second Inquisition, even Dracula.
And
That's
and I
it.
would point out this is Dracula. I don't think me going to New York or Vancouver or fucking some tiny little island off of the Philippines would really get him off my case if he chose to try and find me. So I would rather be around so that it doesn't look like I have something to hide. Plus, I made a promise and I look back at Delroy. I was not lying when I said if I had the opportunity, I would end it. It's not something that I enjoy doing.
But I think for now we're pretty. We don't. He's not a top priority. He's not a top danger, rather. Dracula.
Not yet, but
I don't know.
that could be reshuffled at any point.
I really don't. Y'all have not been quiet about using that damn name. And the only
That was Serenity back at the.
yes, I
at the
know.
house.
We gotta have a talk with her about phone etiquette and terminology.
We need
Very much so.
we need an alias for him.
He gave us one. It's Tomas.
Tomas.
And the only reason that it might not get back that I was the one going around saying Dracula's in town is because logically I should have no fucking idea who he is. That's the only reason. Because I am an infant. And this man has told me his name is Tomas. So I should not know who he is. And that is the only hair scrap of fabric covering my ass in that regard.
This problem isn't going to be resolved tonight.
No.
Not for a while.
No.
So I think we need to put a pin on this and figure out what the hell we're going to do next.
Well, next we're going to sleep. When we wake up, we have a couple options. One, we could figure out what the hell is going on at my place, and if that is even a reasonable place to go back to. Because the one person who knew who I was with St. Leopold's. So I
Well,
don't
maybe-
know if they still have my scent. Though I'm not sure I want to risk it, honestly. I really don't feel
They
like
just
seeing a
text Sarah?
Bentley. So yeah, and I can tell Sarah, and if there is some fancy ass car outside my house and she gets grabbed, we have a problem. So that would be one order of business. Second order of business is getting a steady supply of dead blood for the three of you who are such picky fucking eaters.
It comes and goes, but yes, my stuff at the docks is messed up. Apparently, Delroy has never had a shipment come in at the docks, and that's because all evidence of my shipments have been erased. And I need to figure out why, who, and where my shipments are.
Yeah, once again, that is the hand of somebody who we don't know. And that is a problem. That, I would say, is probably one of the largest problems we have. because we really do not need somebody walking up on us like surprise, because we've had plenty of that and none of us fucking handle it well.
Fact.
We jump in the car, we run the fuck away, leaving our ghoul behind. We end up taking lessons from Dracula. Like, we do not handle surprises well, gang.
Nope.
Well, getting better all the time, right?
I mean, this
Learn
last
from our
one led us.
mistakes.
This one led us to what? 2 cops dead, an attack on a casino, some helicopter pilot getting put in jail. If that's us getting better, we got some
Jail. What jail?
problems.
He lost his job.
Yeah, he's not in jail. He's fine. And plus, he got to take we got to talk a little bit of a little way with him, so he's fine.
I wonder if Abraham would be able to give us any info about what the cam's up to right now. I think that's our only, besides your sire, that's our only real cam connection, isn't it?
I mean, I could go try and talk to the La Sombra Primogen. He didn't seem like he'd kill me on sight, but
My sire would just probably just say, "Forget you fools," and put me on something else to do. Actually, he would
But we don't
definitely
need
say
anything
that.
else. Would he? So yeah, I think maybe we get some sleep and we try to hit up our contacts, see what we can find out. I mean, we haven't heard. How long has it been now since Werewolf Party? 3 nights?
Few nights.
oh god, it's only been a week since the fucking werewolf.
It's only been a week since
Yeah.
the werewolves.
Oh god, I should send them a gift basket
So-
or something.
We
Edible
haven't heard from
arrangement.
anybody except for your sire. We haven't heard from anybody else, right?
Don't know what
So,
happened.
no.
Y'all legit do not know the results of this werewolf invasion. Y'all don't know what happened. Outside of the people that you saw get killed, like a few random Toreador and some other, clans of revelers, y'all don't know if any of the big names are gone off the board or they're just in hiding or anything.
Has any of the news of that night in Elysium been
100% covered up.
figured as much? Well,
I mean, I think we're dealing. We're
They
dealing with 2R. We're
basically
gonna
said,
have to have,
what did I think it was said it was like a frat party that got a little out of hand on campus, some
Yep.
shit like that. Yeah.
no, yeah. But I think we're gonna need as many freaking kindred as we can get to be aware that 2I's around and what they're doing, and you know what I mean. So
And we didn't get
we just
any.
find
We
out
didn't
about
get any information. We didn't get any research from 2I. We didn't get any of the blood. We didn't get any of that, did we?
no,
It
we
hurts.
didn't have time for.
It hurts
I
me.
tried. I got a bad roll. I don't know why I rolled badly on that one roll.
No steel cage here. No steel cage there.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts me.
But if we get another site, we know what to look for.
I should text Anita and tell her to bring me information. Should have Serenity text Anita because, well, no, Serenity is probably gonna punch me a lot, which fine.
Delroy has Anita's number.
One of you please text
Let's
Anita
give her a night to cool off. I'll
and
text her tomorrow night.
kindly request Doc would like as much information regarding what the fuck they're doing as possible.
In truth,
Okay, Delroy.
that's going to be
sends a text.
that's going to be low on her list of
Oh, I know.
priorities.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just curious. And hey, me being curious about this might keep me from getting curious about other things. It might keep me out of trouble for a few days.
And that's good. Well,
So,
if we all kiss and made up, I'm going to crash for the night.
Sounds good. I guess you could take that spot over there. It's just one big room, right?
yeah.
Good as spot as any.
I'll text Anita and I'll text Sarah. Tell Sarah to go scope out the place. When am I telling her to go again? In the morning? Or
I
should
wait
she
till
go?
morning.
Yeah, so I'll tell her to go in the morning and scope out the place. And if it seems okay to grab some, what? Just grab the weapons. And is there anything specific I should tell her?
I would say let us know how it looks if there's anybody sketchy hanging out outside or not sketch. Well, yeah, sketchy is the best way to put it.
All right, so yeah, just tell her to scope out the place. Let us know if it's safe, and we'll contact her.
Is there any
And then I'll text,
go on?
and I'll just text Anita to
If
grab some whatever info she
just
can find about what they're doing. Yeah,
if at all possible.
and to be careful.
For the love of God, that one's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very interested in seeing them come back.
Prince, would there be any way I can use whatever limited technology I have to hack into the cameras nearby Ari's apartment, exterior cameras, and see what vehicles may be around there? We get an idea right now if her place is being watched.
You have a computer. I don't know if you have anything to get Wi-Fi on here.
I'm sure Oscar has some sort of hotspot plan.
Okay. If you want to try that, this will be a hard check. You know the role.
Let's do it. Let's go for it. If it fails, it fails.
And make sure you give yourself your +1.
All right. Where do I put the +1 in it?
Down on the bottom where it says mod, next to your die on the bottom left corner of the screen, just hit the
Okay.
+1 there. Yep.
Got it.
And then roll your roll.
You want me to roll intel?
Yep.
That +1. That's wits. Always get wrong with that. There we go.
Was with your +1?
It's with my +1.
No, it didn't roll it with your +1 because you rolled it on your wits one.
All right. Let me try once more.
There you go. Damn, your one success short. Would you like to take a success with a cost?
No, because we're gonna have Sarah stop by anyway. So it was just to find out. That way we could probably not get her to go, but
So
she's gonna go tomorrow. Not that big of a deal.
you're able to hack into the system. You catch a few stoplights, but you can't quite get to the area of which her home is for whatever reason. Like it's not picking up that area.
That's fair enough.
Like those cross streets. You don't think it's something you did wrong exactly. Something is keeping you from there.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait till we hear tomorrow. Try to see if we can save a trip, but
All right.
can't see what I want to see.
Are we taking a rest now?
I think so.
Cool. So you all lay down in various places on the floor and the loft, whatever, spread out. Make sure the windows are sealed, the door cracks are shut all the way. Dotting your eyes, cross your T's, no sunlight. Making sure everything's locked up well. And everything seems to be in order. And you rest. And I suspect a lot of you think about how complicated things are right now. Specifically, Ari. Ari, this wasn't what you expected. None of like as much as you plot and plan and things of that nature, things have gone a bit off of the rails for you. And your beast is nagging at you even as you sleep. You're not used to having like not fitful sleep. Usually you sleep just fine. But for whatever reason, your beast is like, hunger, hunger. And Braden is in your head and just like, Ari, I know you're curious. I know you want to learn things, but you are putting yourself in a dangerous situation. Dangerous situation. I don't think you know quite how dangerous it is. To the point where I don't even know if Dracula is your biggest worry. And I think you know the same. Ari, are you listening to me?
Of course I'm listening. It's not like I can get you out of my head.
You're not crazy.
There's voices in my head. There's werewolves. My friend's got a head in his chest. I don't know about that.
You know that everything that you've heard, everything that you've seen, me, it's all real. Stop pretending and accept it. Then figure out your next move because you need to dig yourself out of this hole.
The only way to do that is to throw bodies into it at this point. And I'm really considering it.
Collateral damage is a thing as long as you clean up after yourself. But recently you've been a little messy. Fix it. And you wake up. I would say, Ari, you are the first person awake. Others are shortly there behind. You have, 5-10 minutes of like as close as you can imagine this peace. What do you do?
All right. Think. I'm like trying to. Sadly, Ari doesn't know a lot of the big players and who the hell like could be causing. Would I know? Would I have like an idea of like who could this be? What could be going on?
As far
Because as far as like anything at this point, Ari's just like, there's something I'm missing. There's something I'm missing. There's something I'm missing. Like she's walking in circles, just like, what am I missing? What am I missing? So if okay, fine. You're actually in my head. That's great. What if everybody else is in somebody's head? Like, is that a possibility? Could fucking Sovereign be chilling in somebody's head like, hey, do this and that? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Like, she's just like,
it's not impossible.
like ideas like, okay, is Prince Jackson in somebody's head? Whose head could he be in? Would that be helpful? Would that come down on our ass?
Brayden's like, is Prince Jackson dead? Is Sovereign dead? Who knows? There's no solid answer to these questions. Think about,
Do I have to make a rouse check?
yes.
Let's see how this goes, gang.
Oh no. Oh no.
Fangs are out and Ari is trying to be reasonable at 4 hunger.
Ari, they're still sleeping. Feast. Feast. Serenity's going to try to kill you anyway. You might as well get ahead of the game. Braden's in your head like, it doesn't sound like a terrible idea, all things considered, you know?
I do not need them in my head too. I will eat. I'm trying to figure this out.
You are going to end up going wild. If you don't change things quick, Ari, might as well feed now. And then I'll say the rest of you start to wake up. Ari doesn't look good. You could have sworn, Delroy, that Ari was talking to herself when you woke up.
You have that look in her eye.
You two do not get hungrier.
I'll go check the fridge and see if there's any sustenance there for Ari.
Oh, wait. I've got something, don't I? Yeah, I've got 3 blood bags. So I'm going to I took from the place in Jersey.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take 2 out and just give them to Ari without saying a word. And I know it's not her preferred mode, so give her some privacy while she gets down on them.
Those are organic bags.
From
Jersey Fresh.
How organic could they be? The other Jersey Fresh,
Oh,
like a highway.
They're not very good. Oscar, when you open up the refrigerator, you too find blood bags. However, the bags in here look a little brown.
Bit dated. No one's. Well, we have food, but no one's been here in a while to have it.
I would like to wait a second. Who owned this place before us again? This was Sovereign's place?
No, this was a place that was basically taken from someone. Essentially,
Okay.
someone got ghouled and then this place became someone's place. Remember old buddy from way back in the early sessions? The Russian dude. Forget his name. But yeah.
Yep.
He ensured
Okay.
that y'all had a place.
Now, where's he now? Poor guy. Okay. Can I taste one of the brown bags?
You can. Do you perchance have
Not the
iron
whole
gullet?
bag, but like give it a taste.
I
have iron gullet, and I also have taste blood, which I can just identify certain things: resonance, intensity, who it belongs to, something. So just learn things about it.
I'll go ahead and toss Delroy a bag. You sure about that? Doesn't look
We'll just see if it.
all right.
Delroy, when
A
you
few points in iron.
open up this bag, honestly, it smells like spoiled milk. Like you know the smell blood normally has. Like you've had enough blood out of a bag where not all of it smells necessarily like a bouquet of roses, but like it doesn't smell bad. This smells awful. It is like gym shoes, old milk, rotten eggs sort of together. But
One of those things I like, but the rest I don't.
is blood. I don't want to know which of those you like. Honestly, all of them are bad. Those are all bad. Like use gym shoes. Oh, no, never mind. You know what? Don't want to know.
Don't ask questions. Don't even ask questions. I'm
Don't
not
take
trying to
shame.
drink the whole thing. I'm just trying to give it a taste.
You taste it. It goes down fine. It's not good, but It'll provide some sustenance, you think?
With the
Ari, you're
with
not
the
even
taste for blood, can I
close
tell?
and you smell this. And it smells like the worst thing you've ever smelled, honestly. Is like,
Does it smell like the vials of blood that were super tasty and also super disgusting?
no.
Does it smell like that? No. Okay.
No. This is like those at least had a decent scent underlying in them. This smells just like a body that's been around for too long. Like when you run across roadkill that hasn't been cleaned up for weeks out in the summer sun, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And what were you saying, Delroy?
With my taste for blood, can I tell if it's any of the good stuff? Is it like Sovereign's old good stuff?
Taste for blood. Hold on. What is that?
It's it's a discipline that I got that I thought I would use more often, but I've not. This is my first time using it. What do I have to do? I guess
Give
it's not
me
really used for that.
a
in that
resolve
way.
and blood sorcery roll if you want to, but like honestly, this is just I know blood bag.
It's
You
just
won't
transfer.
find too much anything about it. This is generally if there's something you're trying to ascertain from blood of someone that may and I would say in this particular case, this needs to be a particularly sort of fresh sample.
Yeah, so we'll just skip it, but I want to use that someday.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This can be used. There are situations where this would make sense for sure.
But yeah, so then I'm done. I just want to taste it.
You could drink
I'll
it.
shake my head and
You could drink it.
fine. I guess I'll just go hog wild. I'm not even that hungry, so I don't know.
I mean,
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you want to, you could drink this without any ill effects.
I'll drink it down so people don't even have to smell it anymore. How about
It's
that?
like the smelliest, worst, thickest, just Jello shot made of sour milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and it's still
This is
cold too.
Nasty.
This is you drinking on a dale where no one dared you to drink it.
Yeah. You won't chug that beer, and he's saying that to himself, like, I won't chug it. I won't chug it. I will chug it. You dared me? I dare. And everyone's just looking around like,
Why?
You
I think
all
it's more
right,
like,
man?
I think it's more like Delroy has.
Delroy needs
like,
a win. Delroy needs a win.
I think it's more like he's just got the 3 bags. Everything has kind of gone to shit. His shipments aren't coming through. Like going to the bank was not. It's not as easy as he thought it might be. And he's giving you like, most of the bags he has. And when we find that stash, his iron gullet has not been tested in a long time. So he's just testing it to see if in a pinch he's going to be all right. So it turns out he can handle, what was it? Rotten eggs, gym shoes, and what was the last one?
Boiled milk.
Spoiled milk. That's right.
yep.
And he can. So we're going to be all right. So I think after that, he goes back to Ari and gives her the 3rd bag since she's looking so bad. And he knows he's got that over there.
Take a bag. Get rid of a hunger.
I will. I'm just
She's
gonna
got-
have one. It'll
Okay.
bring me back down to 3, so I'm less fucking spiky.
You want me to put those other ones in this cooler box here?
Yeah.
Put them back in the fridge. How many of those brown bags do we have?
I was 2 in there.
All right, so there's one more brown bag.
Oh, sorry. I drank there'll be more. So 1 brown blood bag. And I know there's 2. I have it on my sheet at Ari's if we get in there. So
Yes.
do
Yeah.
you have any texts from Homegirl?
From Anita? No. Got no response.
That's Sarah.
From Sarah.
Oh, from Sarah. What did you ask her to do again? I'm sorry. I'm fucking
Check out the
having a brain
house.
fart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
See if
This-
there's anything dodgy. See if there's any fucking bats in the house.
Sarah gets back to you. It's like, I don't see anything weird. I mean, no weirder than the house is normally, I guess.
I'm just worried it's rigged to fucking explode or something.
I can go check it out and go in if you like.
I mean, I think she should, right?
Yeah. Be careful, dear.
Ways. Delroy, while you're texting with Anita, not Anita, but Sarah, you get a message back. A message, not from Anita, but a message nonetheless. And it just says, you need information, you need blood, you need me.
Non-recognizable number.
Of course.
And who is it that I need exactly?
That's
Texting
your
back.
reply back.
Mm-hmm.
You get a call in response. It's an unknown number.
Yeah, I'm over. I'll go into the corner of the boathouse, wherever that privacy corner is, and I'll pick up. Who's this? Hello?
Hello.
Whose voice is that? Does Delroy recognize it more than I do?
No.
You've needed information
Nope.
before. Now you have one. Apparently there's been some disruptions to your shipments. And new arrangements will need to be made. Somehow you've been forgotten, Delroy. This is not to do. But in order for me to do more for you, well, you will have to do a little for me. A favor for a favor, if you will.
Well, I think that depends on what the favor is and what kind of information you can give me.
You're in a strong position to negotiate.
You're the one who called me. I didn't call you.
Exactly. I called you because I am in a position of power. I have something to offer you. You can either choose to take my offer, or I can hang up and walk away.
And just to be clear, I still don't recognize. This is like one of those like things on it, so I can't recognize it.
No, this is how this person sounds.
I've met this person.
You've heard from this person once, and I'll tell you where you would have heard from this person. Zaza,
Please remind me.
one of your things in your background is you have a contacts information broker. You've talked to this person one time ever, and it was right when you first set up your shipments for blood.
Mm-hmm.
It's been years
very
since
long
you
time.
talked to this person.
Hmm.
So it would make sense why you wouldn't necessarily remember.
Like right off the bat.
Right.
and they're coming off a little aggressive, so I'm prickly. All right. Well, what do you want?
Meet me in the old station. Underground.
I'll need at least see in 2 hours. Hour. How far is it? An hour.
Line goes dead.
Hang up. I'll go back to the guys or to the coterie and say, so it looks like I may have to go do something stupid for a second tonight.
Well, that's on brand.
I'm gonna go meet an old contact who says they have some information for me. I have to meet them alone in like an hour.
You want us to be nearby, or you're gonna be all right?
I think I'll be okay. I say, not risk it. See whatever information we can get. I may have to do a favor, but if we need, that's what we need right now. I think more than a lot of things. Information. What's happening in the city?
Just be smart about it.
And you don't have a? Do you have a phone, Oscar?
Did I have a phone? No. Did I? No, I probably would have picked up the one that I got from after the Two Eyes. I'm sure I would have picked that up.
Cool. Well, then we can contact each other, and I can just call you when I'm done with all this. And maybe we should probably all get new phones anyway, but we'll talk about that later.
Sounds good.
All right. Hold it together, Ari, or get a bite to eat or something.
Taya's like, me and Serenity, we gotta go do the thing.
All right.
We'll get in contact as soon as possible.
I'll see if we can get something for Ari to eat on. Shouldn't be too hard.
All right. For Ari and Oscar, what would y'all like to do?
Seeing how hungry Ari was, I say we could take a walk along the water side, see if there's like a nighttime jogger, perhaps.
Ari is like in her own head right now. If she had a pegboard and some red string, she would be just over there making maps like, what the hell am I missing?
Cool. I think this is a great moment to actually take a break. I think it is. Because I have a little something else to throw at y'all, but I will wait. I will give this shit a little chance to breathe. Because Delroy's about to get himself in some shit. And I want to give y'all an opportunity to get yourselves in some shit
You
too.
didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that before that I was gonna get into some shit. Sound like an old friend calling me to see if I want to hang out.
Some dude with a creepy ass voice just calls you up on your phone that you don't know, and an unknown number says, "Come meet me alone."
We're playing checkers.
I know him a little bit. Like I knew him.
Yeah.
Shit. Son of a bitch. All right.
I just tried to keep my face as straight as possible because I'm like, how the hell did he get your number on this burner phone?
I don't have a burner. That's just been my phone.
Yeah.
Serenity had
We
the burner
must have
phone.
replaced your. Oh, we haven't replaced your damn phone. Dear
That's
God,
what I was
this is why
saying.
we're all gonna
We haven't replaced
die.
any of our phones. Serenity's
I
the
don't
only
have
one
a
who's
phone.
got one.
We're locked in that contract.
Serenity's been real about the replacement burners. Like Serenity went to like y'all had Sarah go
Yeah.
get y'all.
We replaced freaking all of them. Like that was
Dude.
my intention. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're just locked in that
Delroy is that
contract.
old dude. It's like, but I know how to use this phone. I don't know how to use a new phone.
I don't use that. Ed said this
Was-
stuff for me.
Was
Don't
that
worry,
phone the
literally have
jitterbug?
eternity to learn. We'll figure it out.
All right. So we will take 5 until y'all about let's say 10:32. So see y'all soon.
Take care, all.
Hello, we are back. So, Delroy is on a mission to meet some mysterious information broker. Oscar and Ari, who might be the two in our little coterie that get along the bestest,
Oh yeah.
are
We
sort
have
of
friendship
stuck,
bracelets and everything.
together without a clear idea what to do. But Ari's pretty fucking hungry. Oscar's not. Oscar honestly could eat this fetid blood if he really needed to. He's like, yeah, I'm sure I can do it. But Oscar, much like is usual for you, you get a little brain tap. Oscar, child,
Yes.
you have not listened to me. Why? Why do you disobey?
Well, right now there are more pressing things at hand, more questions that need to be answered that I have to see through.
What answers do you seek?
First off, I need to know if I'm still being followed by those federal agents.
No.
And if I am not, I can only assume it's you that threw him off my tail, but if not you, then whom? And there's things that the coder and I need to get resolved.
Your coterie. They are yours now.
You did place me here.
I am short on patience, but I need you where you are. And therefore I will allow this. However, I need to have a question answered. Answer me
I will
honestly.
answer.
Have you encountered any people outside of those of the Second Inquisition since we have last spoken? Anyone?
People of the second eye?
No.
No, I can't say I have.
Outside of them,
No.
no one.
As far as to my knowledge, no. Other than the coterie here.
Hmm. And where are you now? I cannot see you very clearly.
Along the river.
How did you get there?
By means of luck, it seems. This is a place that I am not familiar with, nor is a place that, as you know, I can no longer stay for this evening.
Did you stop or were you stopped by anyone?
Stopped by someone, yes. But that was harmless.
Who?
And we were sent on our way soon after.
Who?
Ooh, just a member of law enforcement.
Did you see a
No
badge?
reason.
Did they have a name?
Inconsequential. They suspected nothing.
Hmm.
That's beneath you. You needn't mind of that person.
You play with forces you know not of. If hell shall rain down upon you, I will not be able to protect you. Continue to defy me. Or keep things from me.
This officer is of no concern.
An officer. You mean a policeman?
Yes. Policeman, officer,
From
law
where?
enforcement. From the state of New Jersey.
You must go back there to where you met this officer.
Back there for what purpose?
I must know something.
And the luck I will run to the same officer again is
It is not the luck of running into the officer. You must investigate something. There has been a series of mysterious deaths. By mysterious, they are, well, I believe they are done by the hands of the kindred. A kindred.
very well. I'll go out. I'll see where I met this officer and I will let you know of my findings.
Check the nearby areas.
I shall.
Silence.
And that's all in his head, right?
It's
He's just
all in
walking
his
next to
head.
me. Okay.
So him and I are both just having conversations with people we don't much care for in our heads. Good, good,
We're
good, good.
just
We're just
walking
doing-
in, in our head talking.
Yep.
So y'all are along the basically like a boat, like more like a pleasure boat area, like where people keep their little fishing boats and shit like that, and yachts in the case of those who have them. But like this is the area where a lot of boats are parked, and you know it's getting a bit nicer weather, so you see a few of them going out. There are people around the area. Not necessarily in the area that y'all are in right now, but like not far away.
All right. Well, I need to fucking eat. If I'm gonna
Figured
be able
as
to
much.
think clearly at all, I need
Well,
to eat something.
we could make it real easy on us. Pretend you're injured, hurt, and call over some help, and well, you got your snack right there. Or we could just pounce on someone and there's your snack.
Just give me like 10 minutes, and Ari'll just like walk off.
All right. So
Probably towards where people are coming in with their boats and all that jazz.
so along the marina, you know, there's a few people outside or what have you. There is just outside of here. There's a bus stop because there's a few, you know, places where people work around here. It's not exactly a hidden space, but it is not like super public either. So, what is your plan? How do you plan to hunt here, Ari?
Let's see. I genuinely like. How sensible is Ari at 3 hungers? Like she's very frustrated because there's something she's missing. And this is more of a like, I just have to hurry up and get this out the fucking way.
Fair.
Um,
Here, I
you
gotta
said
give
there
you
was like,
some images to work from, because this is the Pier 3 marina in Philly that I'm using for my guideline.
dope.
Can I copy the link though? No, Google's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, accurate.
I'm like, I just want to copy the link. It's like, nah. There it is, Pier 3, Philadelphia. Can I just share this? Yeah, here's a good overhead view of the whole place. I'll link it in the Zoom chat. So there's apartments. There's a pier with boats on it. Like, it's not like a hidden space exactly, but
Okay.
sometimes the best places to be is a place that's like not entirely
What time of night is it? Like,
early
it's still
evening.
pretty early.
It's early
It's like
evening.
7, right?
Yeah, this would be
Why
like
does this
right at,
keep fucking happening?
we're talking about like, 7, 8 o'clock sunset ish times,
All right. It's nice-ish out, correct?
Yes.
Is there anybody just kind of looking out over the water?
Oh, and one of these nearby buildings? Sure. Yeah.
Or even not necessarily on the building, just like easy to get to?
Oh yeah, for sure. There are people around here.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and, since I do have a dot in beautiful, walk up on somebody who younger, probably male. Um uh, I don't like this at all. And very kind of pretty girl in a movie, just walk up, hit a little like hit with dominate to kind of daze and confuse, and then just kind of make it look like we make out a little bit, bite them,
Yeah. So
and keep walking.
you come across a dude who's like just kind of chilling along there, looking at his boat, kind of catching the night sky. He looks at you, kind of does a double take, pop a dominate on him, and boom.
And again, not a ton, not even enough to leave him like weak, just enough to get one
So you're just
one
knocking
off.
off
So
one
I'm at 2.
hunger. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm at 2. And then just kind of keep walking around the pier and disappear.
And he just looks up at you like,
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
wow. And you keep, he's like, hey, I didn't even get your name.
Just gone.
Just gone.
Just gone.
Oscar, I suspect you saw this exchange.
I did, and in my mind, I'm like, just makes it look so easy. And at this point, I'm probably trying to see if I could go through my inner Rolodex to see how I could go ahead and at least procure a vehicle, maybe even just haul like a lift over to the spot where I have Elvira at, so I can hop over the Jersey.
Okay. Okay. So you're trying to get to your car.
Yeah.
Sweet. So you take a lift, make your way to your vehicle.
I wasn't just gonna ditch Oscar. I was
Yeah,
like
yeah. I
looking
figured
around to
you
come back.
you
Okay.
went with
And I
Oscar.
was gonna
Okay.
go ahead and let Ari know, like, hey, I can't be spending the whole night over here. I gotta try and find means to
Yeah. Do you tell
spend the
Arya
night
where the
somewhere
hell
else.
you're going? Like what's happening here?
I'm probably just gonna say, uh, I'm gonna check my safe houses to see how they look, if they seem clean for me to go to. Maybe we could use some of them as a go between.
All right. Lead the way.
Sweet. So you catch your lift, takes you to Elvira, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh Elvira's a bucket, but a bucket is your baby. And you get her and you go to one of your safe houses. Which safe house are you going to?
Let me see. Which ones have I been to?
I figured you made a list. This is why I'm asking.
Oh, I have a list. Yeah. I haven't been to West Philly, so I'll head there.
Cool. It takes you a little out of the way, but when you get over there, make your way to your safe house. Nothing seems out of order looking at it from the outside.
Um, I want to go ahead and like park out like catty corner to it for
Mhm.
maybe like an hour or two. Just keep an eye on it, see if anything happens to stand out, look out of the ordinary. But I assume I have a good idea of what the neighborhood looks like. What usual things I should be looking for, anything that should not be standing out of the ordinary.
Sweet. Uh, as you watch, nothing seems out of order. You're kindred. You're patient. I don't know if Ari is, but you are. I imagine Ari is, though. What are y'all doing for this hour while y'all wait? Are you just silently sitting there or?
So you like games? No,
I
honestly,
mean,
Ari is probably still like loose tooth poking at what the hell her sire pointed out. Like, there's got to be something that she's missing, and she's probably like, okay, one ashed body looks pretty much the same as any other, correct? Like, I haven't seen a ton, but one body turned to ash looks like any other body turned to ash, right?
I'm sure I could look over and I could see her like the
The wheels
gears just
turning. Yeah.
going and going and going. And I'll finally, after like 15 minutes of just looking over, just be like, all right, what is bothering you? Because clearly you have something going on that you cannot get out.
There's something, and yes, there's something we're missing. Obviously, that's basically how this whole damn game is played. You keep the people beneath you missing something, and that's not fine. It's bullshit, but it's fine.
Okay.
The reason we got a new prince is because the old one got blown to fuck all, right?
So they say.
Allegedly. Same with Sovereign. Dick. Blown to fuck all. But all of their systems, I mean, granted, their systems could still be working because they have somebody underneath them and then is great and it's fine because you can set up systems like that. That's how rich people fucking stay rich and it's fine.
But
But why? Why the deception? Why? That's to bring out, to cause chaos, to bring out Sabat, to cause new war? Possible. Seems stupid.
seems stupid, but
To see who's where and what's, I don't know. I don't know.
maybe to clean house. New regime comes in, doesn't like the way the old regime was ran. Wipe the slate clean, start anew. That could be one reason. We both know that's what happens sometime when new power comes in.
Right, right. And I get that. And that's fine. And it's not fine, it's bullshit also. But it's fine. But so they get word and they fake their death? I don't feel like there's something I'm missing, and it's gonna bite us in the ass. That's the problem. There's something we're missing, and it's going to bite us in the ass.
The thing is, too, the minute we figure it out is when it will bite us in the ass.
I would rather know the bite is coming.
Oh, the bite definitely is coming. Don't get it twisted. The bite's definitely coming. It's just when we figure it out, the teeth are being sunken in our asses.
But from whom is my question. From whom? That is the part that is bothering me. Because apparently you can turn into fucking ghosts when you die. So is there fucking ghosts running around? I mean, there's, you know what? I'm just going to accept there's ghosts, there's fairies, there's vampires, there's werewolves, there's fucking, I don't know. Give me something else.
I mean,
Werebats, I don't know. All of them exist. I have
if
to
we
accept this.
exist,
They all
it's safe
exist.
to assume they all exist.
So this is what's going on in my head right now, in case you're wondering, and why I look like a,
Like you're slowly unraveling.
yes.
Control what you can control. Figure out what you could figure out on your own end. And then we could branch off and ask for help. You have Sarah who could look into things for you.
No, it's not going to be. What would get Delroy erased? Because that's Night, and Night is sovereign.
It could be that. It could be the Two Eye. Two Eye were the first people to go after Delroy. But then again, who gave up Delroy?
Delroy was given up by children, from what we can tell. And to be fair, he is just some dude randomly selling blood out of a bodega. It's not like he's
Delroy's not big
quiet,
time.
like, but he's not
Delroy's not
exactly
big time.
quiet.
Well, to be fair, we're not.
No, but here's the thing. Why erase Delroy? If he's not big time, why erase him? Well, Sovereign personally doesn't like our asses, which is, yeah, cutting Delroy's supply off at the knee would be a lovely little slice of revenge.
The same reason why our new prince has Ed turned as their ghoul now. Delroy's being targeted for a reason.
Delroy's being targeted because he's stupid, and I adore him, but he's stupid. I'm reckless. I will admit that to anybody who cares to listen.
That's fair. I mean, we were told not to go to South Philly, and hey, he's a baron. What am I going to do? Say no to him? y'all didn't trust to begin with, yet I'm going to have influence over that man's decision? No, that's not how it works. Delroy was going to do whatever Delroy wanted to do at that point.
There's something. There is a hand, and it's this.
Given time, we will figure it out. We clearly don't have.
Given time, we're going to figure it out as it stands over our bodies and stakes us. If we're just going to be sitting here, then allow me to spin my wheels uselessly.
Oscar and Ari, give me a wits and awareness check.
Balls. What the heck did I do?
Oscar,
I'm gonna friggin' willpower this because I don't like it.
fair enough. Have at it.
Even worse. Keep going.
Oscar, you don't know what exactly you see, but something moves near your home that don't look right. With that, we're going to switch over to Delroy. Delroy, you know where you're supposed to go. You don't really hang out exactly with the Nosferatu, especially since recent happenings basically banned all non-Nas from entering the subway tunnels. But you know where you're supposed to go. Old Franklin Square Station, closed for a long time. You take the train towards downtown Philly. And it's still early, so the trains are fairly busy, but not like super duper busy. And can you give me a actually you give me a wits and awareness check as well.
You got it. You got it. Oh, that's streetwise. There it is. Ooh. That did not look good. Willpower. I can only do 3. Can I still use? I can still do one.
Run another willpower, not on the same roll.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
Delroy, what you notice is weird to you because you notice basically as you're like just I don't know how are you riding on a train? Are you like one of those like people with the headphones on, like in their own world? What's your particular way of riding a train?
No, I don't think Delroy's got the AirPods or anything like that. I think back in the day he'd probably be riding with a newspaper. He doesn't really do the crossword that well, but he likes to mess with it. And but he's just sitting there chilling. I'm not sure what Philly subways look like, but that seat that's by the emergency exit door to go to the next car.
Yeah. Okay. The little one seat. Yeah. We have those same.
Okay.
What you notice, Delroy, is actually that when you look behind you, there's no one left on the train with you. Not a single soul. There was at least, 6 or 7 people here when you got on the train. You've been a few stops making your way down the way, and no one's on. That's weird.
Okay. How far am I from where I get off?
Like 2 stops.
Okay. That's weird. All right.
You get to the next stop, and one person gets on. And then You look back behind you again, and that person is gone. You swore you saw them get on when the doors open. You swore it. You're not tripping.
I want to peek my head. Can I see through to the next car?
The
I,
car
like,
behind
sit
you?
up
Yeah. So if you like
and look through
stand
the
up and
glass?
look back behind you through the glass, you can see the next car. You're on the ass car. So you're on the one that you can get, like, the only exit off of this car is, back to the conductor side on the other side of the train, essentially.
And that car has people in it?
Uh this car that's in front of you does have people in it, yeah.
I'm going to sit back down out of sight of those other people. And as I sit down, I'm going to unseen passage myself.
As soon as you
Boom.
sit down and you go to unseen passage yourself, you feel someone is next to you and they put their hand on your legs and they go,
Yeah.
Scream.
Wasn't planning on
That's
it.
it. We have a little walk. Next stop.
Lead the way.
So next stop comes.
sorry. So the next stop comes and you feel the presence next to you because you can't see them. Get up, move along out of the way. And then you hear a little whisper in your ear. Onto the tracks. As soon as the train goes, follow, take a left. And then you can make yourself seen again. And I, too, will make myself seen.
Yeah. I'll follow all those directions. And I'll give you a rouse check because I think I'm supposed to do one.
Yep.
Don't worry, I failed it. So
You're mostly okay. This is a little nerve-wracking, which is probably driving your hunger a bit. This is a little nerve-wracking. You're just randomly getting off of a train, jumping down on train tracks, going behind a train, making a turn into a tunnel. Oh, you've been here before. It's been a minute. This is not, you don't really hang out with fucking Nosferatu all like that. And as you follow the directions, you hit this corner. The voice is like,
It's been quite some time, hasn't it?
it's been a long time. Yeah.
You've got yourself quite.
That I know. That I know. I was hoping to get some information about something I don't know. Hopefully, what you got will help me. Help me get out of this pickle, if that's the proper saying. I'm in a pickle. Get me out of the pickle. Just help a brother out.
and I posted a picture in Discord, and I'll post it in the chat in a minute, but you can see the person's face. But
Yeah, I can see it.
It's the shape of a human, mostly. There's a green hoodie on with like a long dark t-shirt with long sleeves, and it's kind of like all the way down his hands. So it's like it's all kind of torn up, but there's also a mask on this person. But their face skin is graying. I mean, you've seen Nosferatu before. Some of them cover themselves up, and you feel the urge to cover your face a little too, Delroy. At this point,
I think I've got my Rona mask, and maybe I'll just pull it up.
but this person has tusks. Jack, like the teeth look like razor blades. They're kind of over top of each other, and like what you've seen from vampire fangs, this person has those, but like they have ones on the bottom too. And the hands end in long claws. First, you think they're fingernails that are just kind of overgrown, but they almost look kind of like what you see like bird talons. Very odd.
But we've met before like this, so it's not super shocking to.
No, you've actually never met him in person.
We've only done the phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
I know it can be a little unsettling to look at. This is why I wear a mask. But
It's all right. I mean, that's your cross to bear, and no, it's fine.
you can call me.
All right, you have to spell that for me at some point. Mikey is saying that, not Delroy.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell me, why'd you call me here? I mean, it seems like an offer of help in some ways, but why do I deserve such good fortune?
Because you can do something for me.
Like I said on the phone, that really depends on what you got for me.
I suspect, unless I train, you'd pretty much do whatever I ask you to do. Because you have to.
I have to.
Yes, what choices do you have?
I could just walk away and you not tell me what you know and figure something else out.
But you're here.
I am here.
Few questions that you have unanswered. Where to live now that your potato gone? Where to keep your friends safe? How to deal with Alfred and Tariq?
That's all true. And you're saying that you've got solutions for me, information for me.
Solutions, yes. Information, perhaps. For the right price. I need lockdown on the Nosferatu to end. Which means I need you to make a deal with the prince. Or at least negotiate in my stead.
I'm sorry. I know we've never met in person before, but I thought we had at least met on the phone before. My name is Delroy Lindo. I am now no friend of the prince. You might have gotten the wrong person for this mission.
You know Abraham.
You said Abraham?
Yes.
You're
I
kind of
mean,
cutting in and out.
so you want me to reach out to Abraham, to end this lockdown. And what does that get you? What's the lock? How's the lockdown hurting you?
I'm an information broker. What happens when an information broker can't freely exchange information?
I mean, why did this lockdown happen in the first place? Because of the it happened because of the flesh monsters, right?
No. That's the story being told. It happened because of you.
What?
Your people created a disaster. Were you missing? There was a war, in case you missed it.
A war, a battle. But I mean, how would that cause you guys to go on lockdown?
Princes, primogens, Justicars. Our Justicar came here. Said we had people moving too freely. That until a new prince was installed, we would follow these orders, or else. Our new prince seems to be of the same mind. The or else. Follow my rules. But the prince is starved for information. The prince does not know where you are, Delroy. And the prince won't know where you are. Do you understand me?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, so early when you said I had no choice, that's what you meant. Okay. I mean, what's the message for the prince?
Message. You're the word crafter. Also, I need one more thing from you. Just one itsy tiny thing.
Uh-huh.
Your thin bloods. The ones that, participate in the drug-addled debauchery. Perhaps you could put me in touch to make a trade. The one called Mellow Yellow is quite paranoid these days.
A trade for no. A trade for what?
This is a great time for you to roll, I think, because
Okay.
I think this would be this would be an insight check.
Okay.
Give me a charisma and insight check, I think.
Okay. Not composure because he's all scary and trying to get at me.
No.
That's fair. Fail.
Jesus.
I'm gonna willpower it.
You can roll better dice. It's possible.
I'm working on it. Let me blow on it. Oh, that worked.
That did work. Delroy, you get the distinct feeling that this dude's high on something. You're not sure what. But like his walk's a little off. His breath smells a little weird. Something ain't right.
Not weird like spoiled milk and gym socks.
No. Just
Yeah.
weird. Because you don't really smell breath off of Kindred, but there's a scent that is coming off of him. Not like you slept in shit, but more like maybe you've been drinking, or maybe it's something more in you. But like, Kendra don't drink. Weird.
Okay. And I think that.
Are you putting the two and two together for what he wants from Mel now?
Yeah, I put that together. And I think that Delroy might try to. Oh no, he doesn't look at it as like a weakness, and he might see that it's like an in for him to kind of get some hand in this conversation a little bit. Whether that's true or not, that's just Delroy's thinking. So I think he's going to take like a step closer in that kind of way, and
It's fair thinking.
And he's going to say to him, "You'll deal with me, like you and me will deal with each other. I'll get what you need from Mel, and I'll bring it to you next time we meet. But I need some information. I need some guarantee that what you got is legit. So far, you've asked for me and given me not much. So I'll get you your stuff. We'll get your high, but give me something now, and the rest when all's said and done."
What tidbit is
I'm going to do an
most...
intimidation plus something roll. I'm ready. Why did I say that?
I mean, since you asked for it,
I was just kidding. Who
please,
said that? Yo, get out here.
Please, what you're trying to show flex a little bit on him. So yeah, if you're gonna flex.
I didn't even say that. Somebody
Intimidation, charisma. You could rouse the blood if you want to. You could rouse the blood, get your extra 2 dice on that charisma if you like.
All right, I'm gonna rouse the blood. So do I roll it or just take it?
Then you have to roll a rouse check.
Yep, of course. All right.
Oh, you get hungrier, and your beast is like, just bite him. Just bite him. You might get a little buzz, but like, fuck it. No one's gonna miss this guy.
Nah, dog. Intimidation, and I hit the +2 mod.
No. Oh yeah. You hit the +2 mod. Thank you. Yeah.
And then charisma, right?
And charisma.
Oh my fucking. Come on now. I've only got 3 more willpower left. We got like a half hour. All right, I'm going to spend some willpower. Is it still a bestial
It's not
failure?
a bestial failure anymore because you have more successes than failures at that point. But it's still a failure.
Okay. Maybe I want the bestial failures. I don't even say that. Why do I keep saying things? I gotta stop saying stuff.
So what do you tell him as you're trying to do your intimidation here?
I'm very upset about this failure. I think he's trying to say something like, you know everything that I need, and now I see what you need. I see you. I've seen these looks. I've smelled this stench before on other kindred. You're hooked. You need something. You're itching if your skin had any life left in it. So I can get you that. That's our deal. This is a two-way thing. You do for me, I do for you. That's it.
You mistake my kindness for weakness. You see, you stay in a little boathouse with rotten blood around rich people who don't know what to do with themselves. You think you are hidden, but I have eyes everywhere. Until you can find a permanent home, you are in no position to negotiate. However, I will do you a kindness just this once. You need a home. We can provide you with a home. What other information are you looking for? What tidbit is the most juicy? What do you need to know the most, Elroy?
I want to know about the cam. I'm looking at my players. We want to know about the cam. We want to know about 2i. Am I missing something? I'm not going to mention Dracula at all. None of that shit's coming up. I'm not mentioning any of that.
I think that's. I think you covered the bases.
I'm coming back to y'all soon too.
Unless you
Natalie
want
and
to
I,
know
Go
about,
ahead.
unless you want to know about your shit at the docks too.
We want to know about that. I was hesitant to bring that up because I don't want him to be like, "Oh, and you ain't got no blood," you know, which he probably already knows. But that is probably, I'm gonna bring that up, and this was also my connect, so that probably makes the most logical. So I was like, well, yeah. Well, while you're extending kindnesses, what's up with my shipments? What do you know about that?
You haven't put this together yourself yet. The answer is very simple. Alan Sovereign's not dead.
He's not dead and spiteful.
I can reestablish your shipments. It is fairly easy. I don't like their technology, though. I'll have to find a fixer. Give me 2-3 days at most.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll get at Melly Mel and contact you as soon as I can figure out how to get what you need.
Do not skip talking to Abraham.
Won't. What, does he know where to get at the prince?
Does Abraham know? Yes, of course Abraham knows. The prince needs a Tremere. The Ravnos, the one that shoots fire. The prince does not trust that one. Not one bit. But she does trust Abraham. She needs Abraham, perhaps is a better way to put it. There is no other warding, magical reestablishment in the current Camarilla of Philadelphia. Abraham is the only way to get New Tremere. She gets on Abraham's bad side and, well...
Okay. All right, well, I guess we have a deal.
Shake. And you see those talons kind of like
I know.
out at
I
you.
can see
The
it.
hand looks gross. It is like grayish blue awfulness. It's like if a dead body just got up and started walking.
I'll shake it. Boom. Clammy? How clammy is it?
it feels like wet almost. Almost like a slimy feeling to it. And that smell you got off of him before, it feels even more, like worse as he comes up to you. He's like, this is the reestablishment of a beautiful, beautiful partnership.
Yeah. Okay. I hope so. And as I'm saying that, my hand's on his shoulder. I'm kind of tapping it, but I'm also kind of pushing him back a little bit back.
As soon as he releases you, he turns invisible. And he
I
goes,
should have asked.
I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon.
I don't think Delroy's going to spend that moment in that tunnel kind of silently going, fuck, I should have asked somebody who burnt down my fucking bodega. And my last question before you change scenes is, how far am I from Brad, who lives in the tunnel that I met that time when I went shopping at the blood bank?
Brad, who lives in the tunnel. Oh, this is the other Nosferatu? Or no, this is just a homeless dude.
This was
Right.
just the homeless kid.
Yeah, this is
Some
the
young homeless dude.
that
He had
homeless
seen
dude.
them.
You're a ways away from him. Because he was on the other line, essentially.
Okay. It was downtown though, right? No, it was Broad Street.
Yeah.
Is that I don't know where that is.
He was further north of you.
Okay.
Quite a bit further north of you.
All right, word. Okay.
All right. Ari and Oscar. Y'all are sitting in this car. Ari, you're just talking away to Oscar about all this shit. You probably should talk to the rest of your coterie about the ones who've experienced more of these things, but spilling happens when it happens. And Oscar sort of catches out of the corner of his eye. Maybe, I don't know, on in the house, you see a curtain move. Something is off, Oscar. Something ain't right. And your crib.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. This is one place of many. Losing one safe house isn't the worst, but it's something I want to make a note of. I'll still keep an eye on it. Maybe I can catch a glimpse of who comes out. So maybe wait like another 20 minutes or so. If no one comes, then I'll ask Ari if she wants to accompany me back to Jersey for an errand, or if she needs to do other things.
I think I'm just going to be talking to myself and slowly going mad. I may as well go with you.
All right, then.
Are we not going in?
I have other places. If they found this, most likely they probably found others. I don't have too much inside there besides a little bit of essentials.
As you're getting ready to pull away, you hear on the driver's side window next to you. You do not see a person. You just hear the click.
I'll look over. I don't see anyone. I'll look at the side mirror, see if I see anything. You heard that too, right, Ari?
I didn't hear anything. I think we should go.
Right.
You definitely heard it.
That's fine. I have learned well enough. If I don't see something to go with the creepy knocking, we leave. Isn't that horror movie 101 for Black people? Like, there's creepy knocking, we go.
I put the car up, make a way back to where we got stopped.
Right as you're about to pull off, a terrible looking man in a suit appears beside you. And a top hat. You've seen this person before. A driver. Nosferatu. It's Nathaniel. Please roll down the window. Please. We need to speak.
I open it an inch.
You eliminated her.
She had it coming.
Yes, likely. More will come.
Take it that's why you're here.
No. I'm here to leave you a message, and only a message. But it happens that you're here. Therefore, I can tell you in person.
And that's why you were snooping around earlier.
It was simply to leave a note. How did you know I was in your haven?
Same reason why you know it's my haven. You have your ways of finding things out. And I just want to make sure that my havens are...
The cost of information is high, but I do not wish to reveal this to anyone else. Believe that or not. For the moment, I have no employer with the Second Inquisition. While I would prefer to see you all and myself dead, I cannot bring myself to stand in the sun, as much as I could not hope to defeat both of you alone.
I stole one of their
right
flashlights. I have no problem ending you if you'd like.
Oh, yeah, we could definitely find a way of ending you if you so be it. If that's what you so desire.
It is not my time.
Figured I'd make the offer.
But since you have eliminated the one who had me all but enslaved, I simply wish to give you a note to say that those who are tracking you will track you again, no matter what your sire says.
Of course. If you found me once, of course you could find me again and again.
It is not me. No. I paid dearly for the information to find you. Dearly. But it was worth it. Because you have freed me. Thank you.
Who'd you pay?
Tips his
You owe
hat.
me that lease.
When he's done, after he tips his hat towards you, his face comes back up. He looks like the plain old white dude that y'all saw before.
Oh, come on. That's an easy one. Give me a clue.
And he walks away.
Dang.
Well, that was fun. Oh,
Well,
Jersey.
that at least sounds like we have a little bit of breathing room.
For the time
maybe.
being.
We've got a pocket of air. At least from the 2-eye.
We're not underwater yet.
Doesn't take you long to get to where you're going on the highway. You pull off to the side, right where y'all got pulled over. Doesn't look all that different than it did last night. A little bit earlier in the evening. obviously this time, but doesn't look too different. Do you hop out?
Yeah, I'll hop out.
And this is not by the divider. This is like by a little place on the side, a little bit of wooded area over here. You don't think you're too far away from like a neighborhood, but it is like mostly just trees and like closer to like warehouses and business sort of look part
We
of
should
Jersey here.
Is it possible to like get off on an exit and like come from the other side? So in case we have
Or
incredibly
off the highway.
bad luck.
It would be a longer walk, but it's certainly possible.
Feel more comfortable doing that?
I don't feel comfortable with any of this, but let's just go. The faster we get this over with, the faster we can get back in the car.
Right.
Or not, we die. I don't know.
So do you hop out here?
We'll hop out here.
Okay. You look around here. It doesn't look all that different immediately to your eye, but for whatever reason, there seems to be, you know how they have the little drainage spaces along the side of the highway there? There's footsteps along it. And then the drain kind of curves off as the highway turns to like an overpass. You follow that. And Oscar, give me another wits investigation check here.
Let me know when.
Go for it. Don't worry about using the willpower. This is more of a sort of how much you notice than like getting it exactly right. Oscar, what you notice is you've lost the footsteps, but you notice in here is a torn piece of clothing. And the color of the clothing reminds you of an officer's uniform. Do you point this out to Ari?
Yeah, I pointed at the Ari.
Ari.
I'm gonna
Yes, please.
real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and pop Eyes of the Beast because it's getting dark and we're looking in freaking culverts and down storm drains and shit. So I'm gonna just go ahead and make it a lot easier for me to see in the dark.
Absolutely. What you actually notice while having Eyes of the Beast up is on this dark blue uniform, it looks like there's signs of blood on it, like this piece of cloth.
Now that's fine.
Human blood?
Certainly seems so.
Are there any blood drops around where this piece of cloth was found?
None that you see.
The footsteps that Oscar found, are they like heavy work boots type shoes, or are they like sneakers, or is it like feet?
It looked like feet.
Okay. Do we see any animal prints anywhere?
No.
Okay.
But I will have you both give me another investigation check if you like. Or I suppose Ari, you could give me like a awareness check here.
Wits awareness.
Yeah.
And I do wits investigation.
Yep.
That is not gonna fly for me.
Same here.
Willpower. All right, so, dude, I don't know what the heck this means. I don't know what the little symbols mean to know if I should re-roll
Don't
them.
roll the ones that have symbols on them.
Okay, so I can only re-roll one.
Yeah, reroll the
won't
blank
matter.
one.
Bink.
If I reroll anyway, it's still going to be a failure.
Is a 2. I think I'm still at a bestial failure.
We're gonna skim over that actually.
Oh, worked for me.
Y'all are kind of working together through this, and it is frustrating because it feels like y'all are close to something that's not good has happened over here. And for a while, y'all get lost. You don't find any other signs of where to go. So instead of doing anything else, you kind of just like follow the sewer tunnels, like the down into a grate. All right, this kind of reminds you of the last time you entered a grated tunnel that opened up.
Oh god, we're gonna find Dracula again.
But this one smells. And it doesn't smell like sewage. It smells like bodies. Rotting bodies. You do not need to have, extra senses up. Both you and Oscar smell it instantly once you get here.
Bleh. Bleh.
Okay. That's a smell.
Yeah, we should go back. That's disgusting. And if you were looking for, I don't know what you're supposed. You never told me what we're actually looking for, but this seems like a pretty big find.
I think we got all we could get given the circumstance. He's just going to have to deal with it.
Eesh. All right, come on, let's get out of here. This is bad. Somebody.
You have these eyes of the beast, don't you?
I do.
You look down there and you see what looks like a body wearing a uniform, like a leg and a boot, same color blue pants, and then another leg is like over top of it at the end of this tunnel that is naked without boots.
Good to know. And I will keep walking the other way.
Oscar, same?
I see the same thing as her.
No, but do you
I'm,
tell him?
Nah,
You didn't tell Oscar what you saw?
I'll tell him when we get out of here.
Okay.
He wants
Cool.
to go back down and fight Officer Trump. He can, but I'd like to go.
Officer One Leg. No, I'm good, dude.
Y'all walk back, get back in the car.
At this point, I'll mentally radio in,
We
tune
found
dials to Sire.
the cop. And I tell Oscar before he goes off, like he is in pieces in a storm drain. At least 2 pieces.
Oscar, who was the officer you spoke to? What was his name?
We spoke to a Samson. Officer Samson.
And Oscar, when you say that name, you don't hear your sire exactly, but you feel him. And there's almost like a chill that runs up your back when you feel it. Like when you're alive, you get goosebumps or something, just like that bad feeling is there. And it goes, Sabat. Simisi. Murderer. And that is where we'll end our session.
Well,
Raggy.
this is gonna be awesome.
So, yes, thank you for linking that, Lonzo. I was just about to do the same thing. Yes.
No problem.
Thank you, Raiders, for coming through. Thank you, Faye the Pagan. We appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying your vampire game as well. We do have a YouTube. These go up on YouTube generally within a few days of the our show, but most of everything from this season should be up there, as well as our D&D games as well. Yeah. So thank y'all for the rate. We appreciate it. Caught us right towards the end, but it was a session. That was a session.
We say that every session because they're all just us sitting here going, "Oh God, what now?"
Well, I wanted this to be a more sort of cerebral role play session. Like I wanted the wheels to spin without y'all knowing necessarily all of the details. But I wanted to give you a little bit of something, which is why I sent Delroy the information broker and y'all on another mission because, well, Ari, you know a little something about the Sabbat. And Oscar knows a little something about the Sabbat. I mean, the Sabbat knows a little something about you at the very least.
Yep, there we go. Everybody's like, the Sabbat is bad, and Ari's like, why? And they're like, just trust us. And she's like, well, now I gotta go fuck around and find out, huh?
Well, I mean, you could have fucked around and find out tonight, but y'all didn't go in the tunnel, which may or may not have been a good thing. We'll just leave it there.
No, we just got visited by Nathaniel again.
Yeah, Nathaniel wanted to say thank you.
Nathaniel owes me a favor. The way I see it.
Huh. That's what you think.
I just always feel like whenever we talk, like that Nathaniel thing was such a rare thing. Some dude's just like, thanks, take it easy. It's like, oh, thank God. Someone just saying thank you. Meanwhile, my guy over
something
here
right, I guess.
Maybe.
For now.
Yeah, until he's like, oh yeah, I know where safe houses are. Let's go. I'll show you where it is.
Yeah.
Now you're getting stalked by a Sabbat. It's an easy monster. Well, not everyone knows where you are. The prince doesn't know where you are. You just got confirmation of that.
That's true.
It's only a matter of time.
You did get confirmation that the prince does not know where y'all are.
That's true. I might be able to get Ed back. That also crossed Delroy's mind.
It's another thing.
Ooh.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. I also thought about killing Abraham.
Oh no!
What's homeboy? Say his name again. It was hard to hear with the thing on. What was his name? The Nas.
Oh, Waneka.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell that. But we'll spell later. But like when he mentioned that that the prince is completely relying on Abraham for wards and stuff like that, and connection to Tremere is just like, so if I took that dude out, there'd be no protections on the prince. Blah blah blah. It crossed Delroy's mind.
Jeez. That war's
still going on too, right?
That war's becoming a bit of hardcore Corvette ass here.
I mean, it's been a long time coming. Sometimes you just get tired of losing. You can't lose all the time. That's all.
So
I think that's
we're
kind
just
of
gonna
where
get
all
it.
of us are at. We're like, come on,
We just need
come
an L.
on.
So
We
using
just
that
need-
pier, just the on the marina, that last like little walkway out there, that's the one that Al blew up essentially.
Honestly,
Okay.
I was thinking Boathouse Row.
No. I
I
wanted,
forgot all about that.
yeah, I wanted to put this in the city. A lot of things that go on happen in the city, so they're not quiet. Like this is a very easy place to break the masquerade.
I see that now.
Like Philly is a very easy place to break the masquerade, which is why I appreciated how Ari approached feeding. Ari was like, in and out. Fuck this shit.
But get a snack and keep moving. Like, no need. to
Oh, and I
draw
see here
attention.
now, secure keypad entrances with 24/7 cameras.
Y'all got some help on that. I'll just put it like that. Obviously, with the rotten blood in there, it's been neglected, but y'all have got some help on this place. This was driven a little bit by Ari's first school that we saw to an end.
Yeah. What's his name
Speaking
again?
of, we still gotta fucking talk to Sarah because she's in the house.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Well, but we don't know that yet. I was gonna say if the prince doesn't know where we are, and 2i is regrouping, my place might be okay from everyone but the Sabat
For the time being.
for the time being. Oh yeah,
You don't have to move just yet.
not yet. I gotta start looking though.
I mean,
Bullshit.
y'all can be paranoid as y'all want to be. I will not stop you. Part of my job as a storyteller is to make y'all paranoid about everything.
Though to be
Oh.
fair, Ari does need to start making money again because
I mean, Ari,
she's got reserves, but
you are at resources 3. You're not poor.
no, I'm not hurting, but we could burn through things real quick if we're not careful.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
gonna be all right. We're gonna be okay. I'm not gonna kill Abraham. That's stupid. That guy does my wards on my bodega when I get it redone.
That's true.
I'm
That's
just
true.
worried now because we can't be fighting a war with 2i and the cam at the same time. But we kind of did start a war with the cam and 2i at the same time.
See,
I mean-
now we just need to point them towards each other
You say we can't fight a Star War.
That's
We
my
can't do-
and
we did.
back out of the way.
we did, and we survived. We survived.
You did?
We are surviving.
Yeah.
We can't put a past tense on it yet.
We're treading. We're still treading. Still treading water.
I'm not trying to completely dunk on y'all. I'm trying to give y'all things that are interesting and stuff that you do here.
Oh no, we're trying to dunk on you. We're trying to take you out.
We're coming for the prince.
Going for the prince.
Oh, yes. Annabelle is not dangerous at all.
Mhm.
Nope.
I got that vibe from her.
She's absolutely not dangerous.
Just a little kid. It's just a little kid.
Harmless even.
So Turkish delights, and we're set.
She's also not extra petty. Letha Castle's like, Devils made more notes. I mean, I have notes on notes on notes. Like, y'all have helped me build so many good things that I just kind of just sit there and just wait for y'all to run back into. And not all of them are bad. That's the thing. Not all of them are bad. But y'all always go to the bad ones first.
Mhm.
Of course. Where the most fun is that? Don't go to South Philly. Hey, let's go to South Philly.
Right, like that. I'm like, no, Anita warned you. Okay, well, you go to South Philly.
I didn't know it was so immediate. You know, when people say stuff like that, it's like you need to stay out for a couple of days. But you always, any mafia movie, whatever, they always go to the apartment. They get the stuff in the bag. They got money in like a paint can in the basement, and then they leave.
Yeah.
That was what I was going for.
You gotta
Yeah,
get your go
except
bag.
when they go there on some of the movies, there's like already someone there just like,
Yeah, you
They
got
do
like
that.
a
I forgot about
50-50
that part.
chance.
right.
Yeah,
Like that's how it goes. Like sometimes you get in and get out. The other times they've taken your family. Like,
Other
Like-
times, it's that scene in the parking garage where you're just walking to your car at night and you go, "Boop."
or you wake up with a horse head in your bed. Like that sort
And
of
like
thing.
Delroy wasn't even trying to be like slick about it either. He just walked up to the front door, stop, talk to Abraham, walk up to the front door. Like,
It was a very humbling experience. He was feeling very bold. He's like, why would he even imagine that someone's going to blow that place up? Like, it wouldn't even cross his mind that that's something that's going to happen.
Abraham straight frenzied after that. I took a frenzy check and Abraham was like, nope, I'm out.
I mean, that's how we figured out who the two eyes was. If it wasn't for Delroy going in the car at first, we wouldn't know what to look for.
It's true. That is true. And y'all eliminated. Y'all actually eliminated several second inquisition agents and one of their head people.
I wish we would have ghoulified her.
Could have turned her.
Yeah.
The next one.
The next one. There'll be more 2-eye agents. We'll get them.
But anyway,
Yeah. Good sesh.
Like, we're not good at what we do, and what we do isn't pretty.
you're like a bad Wolverine.
We're the American Wolverine, is what we are.
Oh no. Yeah, so you're University of Michigan at football. Got him.
Ooh. Sorry, Michigan. Ooh.
I'm not. Go Bucks. Anyway, let's let everybody tell people where you find them. And we'll start with, since things are out of order, since Serenity isn't here, we'll start with Mikey Mike. Tell the people about yourself and where to find you.
Tell the people. Hey, I'm Mikey Mike. If you want to find me online, you can. If you like old-timey blues music and old-time banjo music, look up Hubby Jenkins. You'll hear me playing some old-time music and talking about Black people. And on Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, you'll find me reading Choose Your Own Adventure stories to my moms. And this week we'll be reading one that came from Little Mikey's childhood collection. My aunt gave me all my childhood Choose Your Owns on Easter. So you can check out The Mardi Gras Mystery, written 1985. So come check it out. Okay, love you, bye.
I probably wasn't even a year old when that book came out.
yeah, some of us weren't born when that book came out.
I was closing in on a year, but not quite there. I was a wee lad.
Still a pain in the ass is what I was.
Liz.
I'm Liz. I am Fuzzy Slippers 05, wherever you want to try and find me. Mostly, I am here. Obviously, Saturday nights, and then Wednesdays, I run our D&D 5e homebrew campaign, where this crew keeps going to parties. I keep throwing parties at them, and they're like, dope. So we've spent like 4 out of 8 sessions at parties, which I appreciate. Yeah, but they're about to fight a horde of zombies and wander into a zombie-infested and undead-infested forest, so it'll be good. Yeah.
Lonzo.
I'll be doing all. I am Lonzo Gonzo. You can find me at Twitter at LonzoGonzo1. You can also find my Twitch channel here on Twitch at LonzoGonzo_, where I am currently not streaming for the time being. I am on a hiatus for a while. But if you want to check out some of my VODs out there, by all means, please do.
Sweet. And I suppose that leaves me. I am Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. I'm storyteller for this game every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Here on Rolling These 20s, I am also playing Matrix on our show Stories of Surrette on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm in a few different other places. I have just started a new Chronicle with the crew over at Vancouver by Night. That starts at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays. So you get a double dose of me every Saturday if you like. Or you could ignore me and then watch them on the YouTube VODs. I don't care. Tell me how you like it. Tell me if you like my character, all that jazz. Otherwise, I am over on my channel tomorrow doing a D&D campaign of Acquisitions Inc. I'll be over there doing the storyteller, or not storyteller, but Dungeon Master job over there. And that is a very fun and absurd and comedic campaign. So if you need some hilarity after the high key sort of danger that this game brings you, come check me out on my channel tomorrow at 4 p.m. There'll be more stuff coming up. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. That's where you'll find all the fun information about me. And that's all I got. So let's go find someone to raid and call it a night. Da-da. Who's online? This is a fun game, y'all.
Was a fun game.
That was a good one.
I be trying to throw stuff at y'all that's fun and interesting.
It's like we're all getting better
And not terrify y'all. No, here's one of the best things. And I know it's kind of like sidebarring as I'm looking for people to rate. So y'all get some of the behind the scenes shit that we talk about here. But I think here's the cool thing about this group that I'll tell y'all that I really enjoy is that y'all have played off of each other very well. Like there's a good chunk of this whole session where I didn't talk. I was just letting y'all do y'all thing. And I mentioned it in the chat because I was like, y'all are playing so much in your own role play that I feel is very important to storytelling, that I get to sit here and learn things, but I also can just like relax and be like, yep, y'all are doing cool shit. I like it.
Mm.
And to me, that is like one of the really dope things that happen in this game, that like it's building upon itself and y'all are all getting better at it as we go. Like we're all getting better at it together. And I appreciate that sort of growth we have in our game.
Definitely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we're going to go raid the homie Critical Bard. I think that's a good
Hey.
raid. So our raid call, if y'all don't know, is rolling these raids.
Right there in the chat.
Oops. Gotta make sure I'm typing this in the right chat. And we will see y'all next week on Wednesday. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Thank y'all very much. And the raid will start in a moment. Yes. Raids from Faye the Pagan and Level Up TV. Appreciate y'all. See y'all next week. We out. And we're down.